Hey guys, I'm Grant Owens on We Found Music at Dash Radio. We're joined by the band Cuffed Up here in the studio.
What's up?
And Ralph, we know well. And so let's start with you and what you do in the band, and we'll go down and meet everybody in the band.
Hey, I'm Ralph Torrefranca. I play guitar and I sing in the band.
Yeah, I'm Sapphire Jewel. I also play guitar and I also sing in this band.
Very sick.
I'm Joe Liptok, and I play the drums.
I'm Victor Ordonez, and I play bass.
Amazing. Welcome to the studio, guys. This is a brand new project we're very stoked on. And there's going to be a double A-side coming out. We're all over. We're covering it. And Katie Bent's covering it. And then we also have K-Rock Locals Only on board, right?
Yeah.
So double A-side is Mother Father. It's one of those tracks. And then the other one is Small Town Kid. And you look out for that on the 31st, which is already now. And the radio show, thank you guys so much for joining us. You have a live show coming up at the Bootleg.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, we're really excited. We're headlining the Bootleg Theater on the 7th for the big release show. And our good friends Iris and another band called Death Music Television is playing.
Wow.
Yeah, and then our friend Kenny from the band Goon is DJing for the nights.
That's at the Bootleg. That sounds a lot of fun, a lot of fun on the 7th. So how did you guys get together and get started as a band?
Well, Ralph and I met at a brunch. They had started jamming, but like months later, a year and a half ago, the three of them started jamming, writing music, but like nothing serious. And then I think back in like October or something, I showed up at a brunch.
Our friend Shab's brunch.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. We know
We just
Shab.
hosted a brunch at her house, and I met Ralph. I was actually talking to someone else for like an hour and a half, and then my ears perked up when I heard Ralph talking about some bands that I liked.
Idols. We're talking about Idols.
Okay.
And Shame,
And
I
Shame.
think. Yeah.
English post-punk bands.
Yeah, and
Awesome.
like we were sitting next to each other, but we weren't facing
we
each other.
were facing away
and
from
then all
each
of a
other.
sudden I was like, whoa, wait a minute. And then we started talking.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Means you guys were meant to be in a band together.
I guess so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's total serendipitous fate.
It was, yeah. And then we started talking about gear and just things that we like and sounds and bands. And
Amazing.
Finally, I was like, I never really do this, but I was like, yo, we should jam. I'm always too afraid to ask someone to jam, but I did. I was like, I should just do this. So we did, and it felt really good.
Yeah.
And the jams are kind of going in that line. Okay, these are the bands we like.
Yeah.
Let's just sort of see what comes of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much the UK punk explosion, I think, was like a big thing. And then when me and Joe and Vic were fleshing out the songs originally the prior year, or a couple months before, we were just kind of jamming it out for the sake of having fun. So it was kind of a little transition into us trying to flesh out the actual songs.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
adding Sapphire brought a whole dynamic that was making these songs so cohesive.
Totally different, yeah.
So we got a little touch on what the sound is. And so how about what does Cuffed Up mean?
It means to be in a relationship or have a partner.
Yeah.
Ralph likes to explain cuffing season.
Yeah, cuffing season's that anomaly in like really cold states where basically people, single people pair up with other people so they could, just keep each other warm in the winter time.
Amazing.
If you know what I mean. So
Good band name.
Yeah, exactly. So it started from that. The word cuffed originally came up in my head because of that really awesome Nick Hakim song "Cuffed." Was the big thing. So
Okay.
which I
I'm gonna
really
go check it out.
Yeah. But yeah, that's where it derived from in the urban.
Speaking of favorite bands, I assume that's one of yours.
Yeah.
And who are some of each of your favorite bands?
I really love Foals, and
Me too.
I lately have loved Wolf Alice. They're great.
I really have been digging Fiddler lately. Those guys.
The boys.
God, any shout out to Fiddler is a good idea. Because it's like they're like the kings of the indie scene for LA. It's like, holy crap.
I play basketball with them. They're tight.
You're in the scene, man.
Yeah, they're great dudes. Good players.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Any
I'd
for
say
you?
bands like John Times 2, phenomenal band.
Oh, they're that band
Yeah,
from the
they're
UK.
great.
Yeah, they're called John technically, but there's two of them, so
Times
they get
two.
times two. They're getting a lot of BBC love.
Really?
And they've opened up for Idols and Fontaine's DC and Shame, and they're bros across the pond.
Amazing.
Really good. Yeah.
Well, there's a few bands you guys should check out, but also check out Cuffed Up.
If I could add one more,
Yes.
Vendetta Red.
No, yes.
Sisters of the Red Death.
Absolutely.
Awesome album. Listen to it.
Sisters of the what? Red.
Sisters of the Red Death.
Okay.
They're
Wow, we'll check that out. I love it. You're bringing me all kinds of new stuff here.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, you obviously you're in the scene. You've been doing A&R. You also were working with Honey and a bunch of other bands, and so yeah, Fiddler. There you go. I mean, you're. Hopefully, we'll see you on stage with Fiddler not too long.
That'd be great. Yeah, that'd
be
be
awesome.
awesome. We're playing in a band now that can do that, so that'd be fun.
So, what's your writing process like as a band?
Yeah, I think it starts off with just like a lot of. I usually come up with some sort of guitar riff. It's usually some sort of heavy guitar riff. I'll flush it out on like a Logic, like a very crude drum beat and like some attempted bass lines. It's not going to be like soulful bass lines. And then I bring it to everyone else, and we, the rhythm section, these guys like put some actual heart into it, which is awesome. And then Sapphire and me kind of divvy out trying to approach like the songwriting, basically.
Love it.
Yeah, building structures and figuring out the direction of the song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How about the lyrics and the themes you guys are writing about? What's the main focus for that?
I mean, it's the world that we live in
Yeah.
right now. The biggest thing.
There's a lot of fuel to write about right now.
Yeah, and the biggest thing right now, the reason why there's a big like punk explosion both in the U.S. and the U.K. is because of Brexit and then our current state of affairs here. So, naturally, most of our songs, especially the newest ones we've been doing and writing, are all very social political and have that kind of tinge to it because that's the most relevant, important thing that we all need to talk about. So I think that's the.
Are you noticing a lot more bands popping up, maybe in the LA scene because of the subject matter, or maybe it's still in the process, but obviously you are.
Yeah.
And out of the state of affairs.
Yeah,
So
no,
it's
I
like
mean,
people
there's a
are
lot.
kind of upset.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot. It's not even our type, punk music. Like, there's our friend's band that you guys have had, like Holy's Wars, like writes about that stuff. Like, like everyone writes about that.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. All my pop friends write about that stuff.
Exactly.
It's just a very important subject.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. I know you're just getting started here as a band. We're very excited for the 7th.
Yeah.
And check out Mother, Father, and Small Town Kid. And where is the best place to follow you as a band?
It's gonna be Spotify, SoundCloud. Our Instagram is kind of our main social media handle. So
Shoot
check
it
us
out.
out. Yeah, it's
What's the handle?
Cuffed Up Music.
Okay.
And that's Cuffed Up Music's pretty much across all the different social platforms. We just started a Twitter, so we're on the tweeting game, I guess.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can really speak your mind on Twitter.
Literally never tweeted anything.
Tweet all day, every day. Just the way to go.
Constantly.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Thanks,
we
man.
hope to have you come back, maybe play a song or two.
Yeah.
Until then, check them out in full band and come back real soon.
Thanks,
Thank you
Grant.
so much,
Appreciate
guys.
it.
Cuffed
Thank
up
you.
on We
Best.
Found New Music.